What's going on, everybody? This is Derek from Fat Planet LP, and I'm joined with Trevor. What's up, dude?
Hey, what's
Trevor's from Zombie Gaming. As I explained before, he's my buddy. He's been in several episodes with us. You guys know who he is. If you don't, that's Trevor, the One-Eyed Gamer. We are on episode 3, which is the voice editing or audio editing tutorial. So we are going to open the audio editor that I use the absolute most, which is going to be WavePad. Now, with this program, what I do is I record my voice separately from Fraps on an audio program. Now, I'm not currently doing that. My mic volume is naturally set to a very low volume, so that way I can actually increase it with this program and tweak it a little bit so it sounds good. As you guys seen on my introduction video, if you haven't watched it, go look at it real quick. You'll see that I'm wearing a ghetto headset. Well, it's not a ghetto headset. It's actually really nice. It's a Creative Sound Blaster Sigma. Excellent headset. But the mic is, just a crappy headset mic. And you see that this white stuff's wrapped all around it. That's actually bandage wrapping. And I do that around the mic because this is an excellent windscreen. It's a great natural filter. It's better than the built-on windscreen that they had on it. I ripped that up immediately. Excuse me. I ripped that up immediately. I'm so professional, aren't I? I ripped that up immediately once I actually got my mic. So it blocks the wind and all that other stuff. But I do got good news for you guys. I am getting a brand new microphone. I'm ordering it tomorrow. It's going to be the Blue Microphone Yeti series. Yes, I'm getting a Blue Yeti, so my voice is going to sound even more super sexy for you. I think getting close to the 500 subscriber mark is about the mark that I think is good for me to go ahead and upgrade some equipment, get some better stuff. The computer's doing just fine. I just built it not even a year ago, so it's still going good and strong. But anyway, this is not a computer discussion. This is my audio discussion. When I do my recordings, the first thing that I do, I usually do the thumbnails first, which is why I showed that first before I do any series. After the recording is done, I come back into this editor, which is where my voice would currently be recording right now. I'd stop it, and then I would go through my process of editing it. And that's what I'm going to show you in this tutorial here. Some people record their voice with Fraps, as I'm doing currently. Fraps can be set to pick up Windows 7 sound, which it's picking Trevor up through Skype right now. And it's picking up my voice because I selected the record my microphone selection through Fraps as well. I don't like recording my voice with Fraps, and I'm going to tell you why. One, because I already explained, my microphone is turned down to a very low level. So I got I got Trevor turned down to a volume of 6 on my Windows mixer. Okay, that's low. Like, I can barely hear him. I feel so bad. So if I overtalk him, sometimes that's why. I'm not being rude. Okay, sometimes I am, but he's my friend. He's got to deal with it. Right? So that's one of the reasons. The other reason why is because I can't do any editing with it. I cannot edit my voice. I can't do anything because it's all in one sound file. It's got the Windows 7 sound, which means any game that I'm running is going to be on the same sound file as anybody that's in the Skype call with me, like Chris being my other commentator, or say Chris and Trevor are both in there. My voice is going to be recorded along with theirs. So if I'm too loud, if I'm too soft, if I start sneezing or coughing, which you guys know I usually don't edit that stuff out anyway, but say I wanted to, I couldn't do it, because then I'd cut out everything in that sound clip. This is why I record separate, and I always suggest to do it. WavePad is free, long as it's non-commercial, home use only. Non-commercial means I'm not using the program itself for any monetary gain. Now, can people argue and say that using this, editing my voice to use as a voiceover, is that a monetary gain? It's kind of gray. It's kind of gray. But because I'm not using the program to do any self-promotion or anything like that, I'm not pushing, I don't know. It's a really gray area. I looked at the terms of service, blah, 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 all that other stuff. It's fine. It's a gray area, but it's fine. But anyway, you can pick up WavePad. It's a free program. It's a free download. The Master's Edition, which you've got to be careful when you download this, it will ask you if you want to do a trial of the Master's Edition. If you say yes, you're not going to be able to, like, save your files and stuff like that. So just make sure you select no. You want just a regular WavePad sound editor.
It's in real small letters.
Yeah.
You got to click. It says click this link if you don't want the Master. It's kind of a pain to find.
Exactly. And, I made a mistake about the gray area. The non-commercial home use only means that I'm not an entity or a business that's using it. I'm not using it as a corporate setting. It's not being used in multiple computers and networks and stuff like that. This is one copy, one computer for home use. Okay, so I'm not a business or something profiting off of it. I'm a single user. Yes, my channel technically is a business, but it's just me. I am at home, so it is a home use type thing. Okay, it's hard to explain. That's why I said it's a little bit of a gray area, but it's completely fine, I promise. I don't do things that are illegal. I don't do any things that might become illegal. I try to keep it extremely legit. That's why I don't have any content strikes on my channel currently. I don't have any third-party ID claims on my channel currently. A lot of YouTubers are going through this kind of thing. I am very careful with what I do, okay, because I don't want to deal with that kind of crap. So what we're going to do is say I'm getting ready to do an episode. What I would do is I would load my audio recorder up, which I have it in the background right now, okay? I would have Fraps running, which Fraps is running currently, and that's what's recording what you're seeing, and that's what's recording my voice right now. Now, if I'm in game, all right, say there's a game back here, say 7 Days to Die, I'm talking to Chris, hey, you ready to start the episode? Yeah, let's go ahead and do it, I'm ready to die. Okay, because Chris always dies. What I'll do is I'll do a countdown. Okay, 3, I'm already recording, mind you. I'll say 3, 2, 1, then I hit the key corresponding to my Fraps, and that will start the Fraps recording. So because I'm doing that 3, 2, 1 countdown, I then can look at that in the audio editor, and I can cut it at that very point. So let's do a little example. I'm recording right now. I'm getting ready to do an episode, and say I do 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Derek Fat Planet LP. Welcome to episode 643,742 of 7 Days to Die Alpha 72.5 Beta. For an example, okay? Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. And you guys have a great day. I'll see you next episode. All right? That's over. So this is when I will do my audio editing. Say this is my episode right here. Now, currently my episode is not going to be, what are we at here? 29 seconds long. It's going to be roughly 20 minutes long, okay? So we're going to treat this as this is 20 minutes, all right? So I would listen to it. I'm recording right now. I'm getting ready to do an episode, and say I do 3, 2, 1.
Oh, you're actually, okay.
Yeah, you can't hear me, so.
Yeah, I was confused.
Sorry, buddy. So what we're going to do, this is the 1. So I'll scroll in a little bit. All right. This would be about when the next wave pattern would appear. Okay. So I would take that. I'm going to select. I'm going to drag. And then I'm going to delete that. So now it's going to start perfectly. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Derek Fat Planet LP. Welcome to episode 643,742. So that will correlate directly with my Fraps recording, because this is about where I click it. Now, actually in the audio, if I turn it up loud enough and I listen, I can actually hear the click of the key. And I do that for a reason. I click it hard so that way I can hear it in the audio. So I will cut it right directly after that click. We're talking about millimeters of a second. You're never going to notice that, except for in episode 6 of Starbound. I have no idea what the heck happened with that. I apologize for that episode. If you haven't watched it, the audio is a little off sync. I think toward the middle of the video. Again, I apologize. I have no idea how that happened. It's the first time that's actually really happened to me.
It's not off at all. You actually just can tell the future. I know you can hide that from your subs, but yeah.
Well, I didn't really want to tell them that, but thanks for blowing that. Now I'm going to get mail like crazy. So now we edited that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go toward the end of the video. Now, again, if this is a 20-minute video, I would have a scroll bar down here because it wouldn't be able to fit the entire thing here. But because I don't, I would say come over here. I'll see you next episode. All right? And you guys have a great day. I'll see you next episode. Well, there you go. There's the ending. So I would then select whatever was past here. Because as soon as it's done and I click the button to end Fraps, I have to get out of game, and I'm probably in the middle talking to Chris after the episode's over anyway. And as I'm coming back to actually end it, sometimes a minute or two goes by, so I have to, pay attention to where the episode ends, where I say my goodbye, and I cut it from there. So then I'm going to delete that. Now all I have is the episode in front of me. This should be like within milliseconds of the Fraps recording, which is why usually most of my other videos are perfectly aligned, okay, with the audio sync. So it's not really hard. As long as you do a countdown and as long as you say your goodbye and you cut it after that, when you actually do Fraps, which is going to be the next episode, when you actually do Fraps, you're going to be able to notice that the video file and the audio file is directly lined up underneath each other. It should be almost the exact same size, okay? If it's not, you made a mistake somewhere and your audio is going to be a little different, which, again, wasn't the case in episode 6. I have no idea what happened with that one. Now, this sounds okay. Hey, guys, what's going on? This is Derek, Fat Planet L. But it's kind of light. It's low, right? Well, that's because my mic is set low. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Effects. I'm going to amplify myself 400%. And I chose 400% not only because it's the maximum, but because through testing and trial and error, I have found that 400% gain is exactly where I need to be at the same noise level as the game and as Chris or Trevor or anybody else that's in the background. So I'm going to apply that. It's almost instantaneous because this is a 30-second clip, all right? A 20-minute clip, it takes about, 5 to 10 seconds maybe. All right? Now, the other thing I want to do is, I don't know if you can hear it currently, but if you hear something in the background, my furnace is actually running. Now, you might not be able to pick that up. One, because of, again, the bandage that's wrapped around here that acts as a windscreen. And two, because I filter that kind of stuff out. And to filter it out, I'm going to show you what to do. But first, I'm going to let you listen to the raw file. This is how the raw file sounds with no filters. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Derek, Fat Planet LP. Welcome to episode 643,742 of 7 Days to Die Alpha 72.5 Beta. For an example, okay? Now, do you hear the hissing in the background of that? Let's highlight this area right here. I want you to hear that hiss.
Hear the hiss.
That's a lot of static background noise. I want to get rid of that, okay? So this is what we're going to do. Pay attention to this area right here. See the wave formats of this? All right, well, don't always pay attention because I want to show you what we need to do here. We're going to go to Effects. We're going to go down to Noise Reduction, and we're going to do an Auto Spectral Subtraction. Okay, it's a slower speed, but it gives you the best quality. Always select this one. I'm telling you, it is the best one you can select. Somebody else might tell you, well, do a multi-band noise gating, or grab a noise sample, or apply the spectral subtraction based on the noise sample. Okay, if you want to follow that, fine. But I'm telling you right now, if you want the ease of use and you want the best quality every single time, this is the one that you want to select. I've gotten great results with it. The silence to audio proportion percent, 50. Okay? So anything below that 50% noise is going to be cut. It's going to be drowned out. And that's where you get that kind of a cavey, kind of echoey, small little noise in the background. All right? And you'll hear what I'm talking about here in a second. So we're going to do 50%. Again, that probably takes a couple minutes when it's 20 minutes instead of 30 seconds. Yeah. And now listen to the difference. Okay, actually, first we're gonna play this little spot right here. Don't hear nothing, do you? Of course you don't, because that background noise is deleted. It wasn't 50% volume of the clip. It never raised above 50%. My voice is going to, because my voice is the main audio. The background noise of the furnace, if a dog's barking in the distance, that kind of stuff is probably not going to show up because it's not at least 50% volume of the entire clip. All right? That's what that 50% means. Now listen to the quality. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Derek, Fat Planet LP. Welcome to episode 643,742 of 7 Days to Die Alpha 72.5 Beta. For an example, see how that's a lot more clear now? You don't have that in the background. You don't hear that shh from the cheap mic, okay? The filters are great, okay? Audacity has the same kind of filters, but WavePad is so simple. It's so easy to use. I love it better than Audacity. That's my own personal opinion. I know Audacity, you can have plugins and different stuff, and you can tweak stuff. That's fine. If Audacity is a program that you want to record with, absolutely fine. I have nothing against that. I just happen to prefer WavePad. Now, if you go to the top 10 audio recording programs for voice for 2013, WavePad is going to be one of the number ones, okay? I'm telling you right now, it's one of the number one software. That's why I like using it, all right? Now, there's other things we can do. At this point, I would simply file, I would save as, and I would do MPG layer 3. Okay, that's your standard MP3. Now, when it goes through Vegas and everything, it's probably going to change the format of the audio. That's not a big deal. MP3s are some of the easiest file types for audio to convert. All right, Wave and MP3 is like the easiest. But we're not going to save this, but this is where I would save it, and I would save it under my episode audio. Okay. Now, say you want to add some effects to it. Okay. Say you want to lower it down a little bit, right? We can go to effects, and we can do pitch change, speed change. There's all these cool stuff that we can do here. We can reduce vocals if it's a music file, and you want to reduce the vocals for, say, karaoke purposes. I never really messed around with that, honestly, because if I want karaoke music, I'm just going to get karaoke music. Speed and pitch change is probably the best. You can do just a simple pitch change, and it'll keep the current speed and file size. That's something extremely important. Now remember, if you do speed and pitch change, you are going to have to remember that it's going to change not only the file size, but the file length, because it's changing the speed as well. So it's not going to match with your video file, okay? Your voice for the first 10 seconds is going to sound fine, but then it's going to start trailing off, and it's going to become unsynced. And no, that's not what happened in episode 6. Before you even ask, I didn't do this, okay? So, I mean, you can do, say you want it a little bit lower, okay? Say you want to make yourself sound a little older, or you want a little bit more bass and raspiness to your voice. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Derek, Fat Planet LP. Welcome to episode 643,742. Okay, I sound like an African American now. I mean, literally. Now, say I want to go a little bit lower, and hey guys, what's going on? This is Derek, Fat Planet LP. Welcome to episode 643,742. Again, not too bad, but it's kind of sounded a little bit edited. You know what I mean? A good range that I found, 96 isn't too bad. This actually sounds kind of good. It keeps about my current voice, but it just kind of lowers it a tiny bit, just for the extra effect. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Derek, Fat Planet LP. Welcome to episode 643,742 of 7. It gives it a little bit more raspiness and bass, I think. Now, if you want to raise your voice a little bit here. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Derek, Fat Planet LP. Give yourself a chipmunk effect. You can do that.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Derek, Fat Planet LP. Welcome.
Now, that again, that's going to change the file length. Now, if you don't want to change the file length, you can just do simple pitch change. This will keep the file length the exact same. It will be, if your file was 30 minutes and 10 seconds, it's going to be exactly 30 minutes and 10 seconds. It does not matter where you put this, okay? But it's also going to change the quality of the recording because it has to keep the same speed. Therefore, you're going to hear that electronic kind of sound. You'll see what I'm saying here. Now, remember 96. It lowered my voice a little bit. Listen to what it looks like with the same speed, though. Hey, guys, what's going on? This is Derek, Fat Planet LP. Welcome to episode 643,000. Hear that electronic just distortion? That's because of speed. It's 4%, well, 3.34, whatever. Yeah, 3.34%. Lower. So that 3.4% is now, or 3.34% is missing, okay? It's not being taken into consideration with that specific pitch. That's why it sounds very electronic-y. Now, once you get even lower, say 80%, it's just god-awful.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Derek, Fat Planet LP. Welcome to episode 643,000.
That's where you get that robotic kind of sound, right? Same with like the chipmunk effect.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Derek, Fat Planet LP.
Horrible. Now, if you do want like that demonic kind of sound, say you wanted that real rusty kind of, you know, something like that, let's select it at, let's say 84. Okay, we'll do 84%. Let's apply it. It's now applying the changes. Now, this is a 20-minute section. Oh God, would that take forever?
Oh yeah.
Now, let's add some reverb to it. Okay, you can mess with your wet and dry signals. That's really the only thing that you need to even play with. But now check it out.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Derek, Fat Planet LP. Welcome to episode 643,742 of 7 Days to Die Alpha 72.5 Beta.
Now that's going to add a little, it's going to add the reverb, which is going to give it kind of like an echoey kind of effect. So let's apply that. And now say we want to do a little bit of an echo. Let's put an echo in there.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Awesome 20-minute Let's Play.
Right.
Hey guys, what's going on? Hey guys, what's going on? This is Derek, Fat Planet LP. Welcome to episode 643,742.
That sounds like you're talking in a bathroom, pretty much. It's got that very echoey bravado.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Derek, Fat Planet LP. Welcome to episode 643,742.
So there's a lot of different things that you can do here. There's also a really neat one. I like this one. I haven't used it, but I think it's a neat. Don't save that. There's really no reason to do that. Say testing 1 2 3. This is KPP-FM. The tunes of the 70s. Wow. All right. Now, high pass filter. You can select your frequency in hertz. Now, this is what the high pass filter is going to do. Testing 1 2 3. This is KPP-FM. The tunes of the 70s. Wow. All right. Testing 1 2 3. It gives that. Let's amplify that so you can hear it a little bit better here. It gives that old-fashioned radio sound to it. Testing 1 2 3. This is KPP-FM. The tunes of the 70s. Wow. All right. Now, if you
Testing
want
1
that,
2 3. This is KPP-FM.
you can leave that static white noise in the background. That'll make it sound a little bit more realistic. If you want it to be a little more clean, you can go to your noise reduction, 50%, and then you can go back to your high-pass filter and try it again. Testing 1 2 3. This is KPP-FM. The tunes of the 70s. Wow. All right. So there's a lot of different things that you can do with this program. It's got a lot of features to it. I mean, you got the automatic gain control. You got normalize, which if you have a file with, say, some loud noises. Let's do it like this. Let's do a new recording. This might get loud for a second, but let's talk at a normal volume, and then all of a sudden you have a very loud noise, and let's try to get this thing out. Okay, see the little red thing there?
You're terrible at this.
Yeah, I know, but the wife's sleeping. I don't want to wake her up.
You could just flick the mic. That would have worked.
Not really. You'll see what I'm doing. All right, so here's that little noise. You ready? And it maxes it out. It goes into the red. All right, you got these all over the place on this audio here. So to normalize it, let's see what these sound like. Yeah, that's horrible. All right, so the effects will go to normalize. Normalize peak level. That's fine. I leave it where it's at. I'll apply it, and that'll lower that down a little bit. Now, see how the redness is gone? It normalized it. Let's talk at a norm. All right. Now, what that's going to do is that's going to get rid of any distortion or anything that you have in your audio. So if you were talking really loud, or if you screamed, say you're playing, one of them scary maze games or something like that, and you scream, and you don't want that blood-curdling echo effect where your headphones almost rattle off your ears and distort, and it sounds all nasty. That's what normalize is going to do. We can then apply our amplification to it and still not have to worry about it. And prevents it from going into the red. Let's try to get this thing. See, it still did not distort over here. So there's so many different tools that you can use with this. It's great. You can do your stereo pan envelope. I have no idea what that is. Crossfade. You can crossfade that between two different clips. I don't have to mess with that because I can do that exact same thing in Sony Vegas, which you will see on the next episode. We've already played with the pitch change. The speed change can act almost like a pitch change. Let's hear the beginning. Let's talk at a normal volume, and then all of a sudden you have a very loud noise. Okay. Now, if we want to do a speed change, say we want to lower that, I don't know, down to 88. Let's talk at a normal volume, and then all of a sudden you have a very loud noise, and gives you that slow motion type effect. Now, if you're doing the audio with the video and you want that slow motion kind of thing, again, your video editor is going to probably apply that for you anyway. So you probably don't want to mess around with that. Unless it's separate, of course, you don't have audio with it, or if you know exactly what you're doing and how to get the exact effects that you want to get, by all means. Like I said, this is not a professional tutorial. This is just what I do, my way, not the highway. It's just the way that I do it. There's probably better ways. There's probably not so better ways. But again, it's mine. You guys wanted to see what I do. That's the reason for this tutorial. So don't send me any hate in the comments. Well, you didn't explain this, didn't explain that, blah, blah, blah. You're right, because I don't use it. Okay, this is not a full WavePad tutorial. This is not a full how to get the most perfect audio ever on YouTube type thing. There's hundreds of those kind of videos out there. By all means, if you want to go through all of them, please do. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here because some of you guys wanted to see what it is I do and how I do it. And here it is. This is what I do. And that's pretty much it. I mean, simply, I load my audio file. It's recording. When I'm done with the recording, I come in here, I click stop. I trim the end and the beginning. And from that point, I know that when I put this into Sony Vegas, it's going to start just right where the video starts. I do my amplification to 400% gain. I do my effects, and I let that run. Now, if it's like a half-hour long video, it could literally take, I don't know, say 5 minutes to run the filter. Just really depends. It really depends how often you're talking and how loud you're talking. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that plays into effect. What kind of background noise you have. Do you have a fan blowing behind you? If it's got to, cut all that stuff out, it's probably going to take a while. But that's about the gist of it for the audio tutorial. You know what? There's one other thing. I'll show you one other thing really quickly. I will show you how I did the Alpha 5 announcement trailer. I know a lot of you guys thought that that voice was definitely a lot different. It was my voice. It was lowered a tiny bit. Okay, not a lot, just a tiny bit. Okay, I will try to recreate that voice for you. So this is how I did it. Let me think of something that I want to say. All right, I think I can do this. All right, here we go. It was a dark and stormy night, but he didn't care. He walked through the rain anyway. All right, so we have that. We're going to amplify it 400%, and we're going to run the subtraction through it. And this is what we get. It was a dark and stormy night. All right, so let's go ahead and take out the silence. And let's apply a little bit of a reverb. It was a dark and stormy night, but he didn't care. He walked through the rain anyway. It was a dark and stormy night. Okay, we're going to apply it. Now the reverb's added in there. And now we're going to do a speed and pitch change. We're going to drop this down to about 92%. It was a dark and stormy night, but he didn't care. He walked through the rain anyway. That's pretty much how I did it. It was very simple. It wasn't hard. I think I was at 94%, to be honest. It was a dark and stormy night. Yep. But he didn't care. He walked through the rain anyway. And that's my movie announcer voice right there. I actually planned on, possibly doing some intros and stuff like that with it. Let me know what you guys think. Do I have a good movie announcer voice, radio voice, whatever? Let me know. I could probably do some sort of an effect too. We can combine them. This is good. Oh, this is gonna be a long video, but hey, I'm having fun with it. Let's do the same type of effect, right? Let's do my announcer voice, but we're gonna change it a little bit different. And you're listening to WKPPFM, Sounds of the 80s. Caller, you're on the air. All right, so we got that. Actually, I don't like that. Let's redo that. That sounds like poop. You're listening to KPPFM. Caller, you're on the air. All right, that's more of a radio announcer voice. Let's delete that. You're listening to KPPFM. Caller, you're on the air. All right, so let's amplify it. 400%. Let's add reverb at the level I have set. Let's do the spin peach. Let's do the speed and pitch change. You're listening to KPPFM. Caller, you're on the air. See, that sounded good. Now, let's do the high pass filter. You're listening to KPPFM. Caller, you're on the air. You're listening to KPPFM. Caller, you're on the air. Like you're listening to KPPFM. Caller, you're on the air. In the other room? You're listening to KPPFM. Caller, you're on the air. It's like a... You're listening to Okay, say like there's a car in the distance, you hear a radio. You're listening to KPPFM. Caller, you're on the air. See? So there's all kinds of fun things you can do with this. I love the program. It's simple to use, but it's got some pro tools in there. If you know what you're doing, you can create some really interesting audio. Yes, there is advanced programs out there like Cakewalk and stuff like that you can do all the really high-tech fancy stuff with. But WavePad's a good program, and for it being free and for home use, it's not bad. I definitely recommend it. So if you plan on starting up a channel, if you're running a channel currently and you want a good audio editor, it's not going to set you back $600 and stuff like that. Free is the best that you can get. And for this being a free program, it is packed with a ton of features, and I highly suggest that you pick it up. Record your audio separately from your videos so that you can do this kind of editing, and it's going to make your videos stand out, okay? It really is. My videos are going to stand out a lot more once I get the better mic. Once I have my Blue Yeti, my voice is going to sound like super sexy, okay? So it's just going to make my LP that much more enjoyable. How many of us have, clicked on an LP, hey, this looks like an interesting game, we click on it, and this is no offense to anybody, okay? I'm not knocking age or nothing. I have heard some really good LPers around the 12 to 14 years age, okay? I'm being serious. I have, and they were good. I'm not going to kid with you. But your average 12 to 14-year-old that is trying to record is not going to go into this much detail. Okay, they're going to do like Minecraft or something like that. They think it's fun, record with some buddies. You have tons of hissing in the background. The audio is just sometimes not, I'm not even going to say not sync because you're going to tell me episode 6. The audio is sometimes just so low and the game's blasting loud or vice versa. There's all this different stuff, and that's because most of these kids, or sometimes even some channels that are trying to start up, is doing a single recording on Fraps or on BibCamp, whatever program they're using, DxTory, whatever, okay? That's half the reason, okay? But if you know what you're doing, if you got your mic settings correct, if you got a different mic besides a headset mic, like I'm going to have, then you can probably tweak your settings to where it does sound good on Fraps, so you don't have to worry about the second audio editing. But again, just in case a mistake is made, or just in case I want to do some editing or some cutting, I like to record mine separately. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. If you didn't learn, I hope you at least laughed a couple times. You enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And we will see you on episode... Jesus, what episode are we on? Let's see. We had an introduction, we had thumbnails, we had audio, and then... 4. Yeah, episode 4. We'll see you on episode 4. The Fraps and...
Vegas.
Yes, Sony Vegas. Thank you, Trevor. God, you're useful for something at least. Yes, episode 4 of the Fraps and Sony Vegas tutorial. I will see you guys then. Don't forget to like, comment, and if you haven't subscribed, I promise I have better material than this. Just go watch my LPs. I am not an educationalist. I'm an LPer. I will repeat that again. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.